Welcome back. With shocking efficiency, the U.S. Senate passed a bill to make daylight savings time permanent starting in 2023. The vote was unanimous, meaning not a single senator objected to the proposal. That is significant and worth diving into. It's unclear when the House will take the bill up, but it's a real thing. The Senate bill puts America on permanent daylight savings, which means it gets brighter earlier in the morning. So, for example, kids don't go to school in the dark during the winter. Standard time, which we are on now, means it stays lighter into the evening, which is extended happy hour and helps restaurants. We currently spring forward and fall back, which is ignorant and the worst of both worlds, but I digress. Remember, the Senate agreed unanimously to end the switch and keep us essentially all on winter time, daylight savings time, all year long. They normally can't agree unanimously on puppies being cute, so there must be something behind this. To explain it, Professor of Data Science, Washington University in St. Louis, features editor at the Harvard Data Science Review, and my favorite sister, Liberty Vittert. Good to see you. Does science back up having permanent daylight savings time?
Not in the least. Basically, in summary, like daylight savings time makes you unhealthier. It takes money out of your pocketbook. And while it's doing that, it's lining the pockets of the retail and sports and tourism industry. And the science does not back up doing this at all, but it's to the tune of billions of dollars that these industries benefit. And so they are making the science seem like it helps you when it really doesn't.
So the claims made by the daylight savings folks, the daylight savings enthusiasts, we'll call them, saves energy, improves mental health, improves sleep, and decreases crime. Decreasing crime and improves sleep will take. I don't know. I haven't been able to sleep at all this week, so I'm guessing it does not actually improve sleep.
Okay, it doesn't improve your sleep at all. In fact, it's actually been shown that it doesn't improve your sleep. Before standard time was standard time and we had daylight savings time, standard time was just time. The concept of daylight savings time was created. So our bodies for centuries have been getting into the circadian rhythm of standard time. So statistically speaking, it makes your sleep much worse. And there's no question about how many hundreds of years again it will take for our bodies to get back onto this rhythm. It also hurts mental health. And certainly in terms of crime, what they show very specifically is that robberies go down, but violent crime goes way up. So which one would you prefer? I think it's a pretty clear answer.
That's fascinating. If you think about it, so daylight savings time, it gets light earlier, it gets dark earlier. Why do violent crimes go up in that case?
There's the time for people who are walking. It's dark, you're out, you're walking around. That's when violent crimes tend to happen. So they go up significantly when it comes, statistically significantly.
As you point out, nothing happens in Washington quickly, but things that do happen quickly have a lot of money behind them. Who are the industries that are behind this, and why do they like daylight savings time? What does it matter to them what time it is versus how light it is out?
Well, so you have the retail industry. So if it's light out, people don't drive, they walk, right? Or they go do something else. So the sports, the retail industries are really, this is billions of dollars to them. This isn't chump change. And so what it's also doing is giving them tons of extra money to lobby government, to lobby senators, to lobby Congress to pass the Sunshine Protection Act, which is a very interesting way of phrasing a whole new time change, and giving them more money so that they do pass this. But the question always becomes then, what's next? Like daylight savings times 2 or times 3? This is a fabricated thing originally made to preserve energy. Now with modern electricity, we have no reason to say that it preserves energy.
That's a great point. If we had standard time, if we did standard time -1, would we get even more benefits from it? And then you take places that have like really big time zones or a huge difference where it's 1,000 miles. Would they benefit from having a time zone that's a half an hour difference? How do we judge when the ideal time for the sun is supposed to come up? Because it comes up whether the clock says 5 a.m., 6 a.m., or 7 a.m.
It's all about the circadian rhythms, and standard time has been developed in order to have the best sleep cycles. So literally developed for that. So study after study has shown that standard time is the best for our health. And the only reason it's gotten changed, which is why a lot of things gotten changed,
is money. Okay, so last thing about the issue of health. There is this sort of, and I don't know if it's a sort of an old wives' tale, but that on the day that you have clock switching, people have more heart attacks, they have more mental issues. Is that real, or is it sort of a made-up thing?
No, it's absolutely real. And it's the one thing everyone can agree on is that our clock shouldn't be changing. We got to pick one or the other. The question is which one. But there's people get less sleep. Americans are already sleep deprived significantly. People get less sleep. There's more workplace accidents. There's more car accidents. There's more everything because you have less sleep. You're not paying as much attention. So that is the one thing we can all agree on is we shouldn't be falling back and going forward. We should be on one time.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.